Am I the asshole for not refusing my grieving roommate to get another dog when we already have too many pets? I, a 21-year-old female, my boyfriend, a 22-year-old male, and my roommate and best friend, Beth, a 26-year-old female, all live together in a house. We live in a very pet-friendly house. I have one cat, my boyfriend has a puppy, and Beth has two cats, one dog, and one snake. Before this month's recent events, we had 3 dogs, 3 cats, and 1 snake in total. The house is already so much to deal with, especially since our little puppy is still being trained. Recently, Beth's older dog had to be put down due to sudden heart problems. Obviously, it was very tragic, and we were all very supportive of her. Only 3 days later, she asked us if we could get another dog, as she had been expressing to me how much she wanted another one. My boyfriend and I said no, because we were already overwhelmed with 3 dogs, the cleaning, and so on. Beth said she understood and said she would not come home with another dog, but then she went to the shelter that same day with her mom and her boyfriend just to look. She video called me, super excited about a dog, and I said the dog was very cute, but reminded her we did not need another dog. She hung up shortly after, and I thought that was it. Her boyfriend, Jake, our mutual best friend, came home from the shelter and told us Beth was upset because we did not let her bring a dog home. She apparently also told him that we never asked for consent when we brought our puppy in, which is not even remotely true. We had a whole sit-down conversation and came to an agreement, resulting in her bringing over her other dog from her parents' house. When we confronted her about it later in private, she denied saying it. 2 days later, Jake and Beth sat us down again to push the issue. Jake did most of the talking. She literally hardly talked, and he talked for her. Beth, in rebuttal to pet hair, offered to get her dogs professionally groomed, train the new dog properly, and so on. But she does not even pay her whole share of rent, so I politely told her it did not sound realistic. She always tells me how low she is on money, or even negative. We politely but firmly said no again. Fast forward to today, she visited her parents and they adopted a dog without telling her. She called Jake, who said it was very disrespectful to adopt a dog on her behalf, especially when they know how her roommates feel about it. We had to find out via Jake. She brushed it off, and I texted her asking if she was bringing the dog home. When I said it needed to stay at her parents' house, she responded that she was not doing this and would just move out. Jake had her keys, so he had to go drop off her car. We drove over to pick Jake up, and I tried to talk to her in person. She met me with the statement that she was going to put her 2 weeks in, like it is a job, but she is on the lease. I then reminded her she would still be financially responsible, but she got incredibly defensive and said she could not keep the dog at her parents' house, nor return it. I told her I loved her and wanted her to grieve properly while still respecting our boundaries. Am I the asshole? Reddit verdict, not the asshole. Top comments. Comment. It sounds like she is moving, and you all need to speak to a lawyer or the landlord about it. I wouldn't even argue this. Answer. Exactly. Agree to her leaving, contact the landlord, and get her off the lease. She cannot afford her full share anyway, so you no longer need to subsidize her life, which you should not have been doing in the first place. Time to be adults without carrying an extra drama llama friend along for the ride. Comment. We live off-grid on a moderately sized 125-acre property in the jungles of Central America. We're down to 2 dogs and 2 cats after our 4-year-old golden retriever escaped from our fenced-in house enclosure, which is 2 acres, and has never returned. It was the best dog I ever had, and it was soul-crushing. I understand what your roommate is going through. We've been thinking about finding another dog to fill the void, but ultimately decided not to. It is clearly not a matter of space, it's a matter of commitment and effort. Your roommate is 26. If her new dog is healthy, it could easily live 13 or 14 years. If you intend to continue your current living situation, that means you, your boyfriend, and your roommate are going to be taking care of 3 dogs and 3 cats for a long time. This number of animals, plus the 3 of you, plus her boyfriend, sounds pretty claustrophobic.